Hey everybody! Okay, part two. I'm at a new location so hopefully I won't accidentally shut my phone off. Yeah, a huge bird just flew past, so it's like, alright, that is the sign to make part two. Alright, so part two has to deal with manifestation, because I want to talk about meeting Felix Zemdigs in that sort of intimate setting in which you saw on my Instagram, where I've gotten to chat with him, Okay, so overall I got to interact with him in the previous video. You heard that one time, and then the second time he was just talking about, oh man, staffing is so busy. He's like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. And then it was that third time where we, got to walk in together. He did the whole holding the door, ladies first, kind of like, oh, is this a video or a photo? And no, we're just hanging out, it's real casual, nothing serious. And he was like, oh, it's cool, and throwing up peace and whatever. But how did I manifest that encounter? So this sounds really silly, but okay, you're gonna have to open up your mind to the possibilities. Okay, so basically, before it occurred, I said first off that I wanted it. I said I want a selfie with Felix, because Sunday I knew, I didn't even really clue in on that Sunday would be his finals day and he would be really busy, but like that's just the day that I said it. It's like, Saturday I want a selfie with Felix. And so before I left, I started to, it sounds really silly, but just try it, just be neutral about it. It doesn't mean anything, like I'm in, like have particular feelings or anything, but I would look into his eyes. So no feelings whatsoever. You have to like eliminate feelings. No happy, no sad, no joy, no nothing, no anger, neutral. Look into the person's eyes. No, not really. That person is looking into your eyes, because everybody's seen pictures of his eyes on the internet. So it's like, you already know what they look like. Everybody's seen the interviews and blah, blah. So everybody knows what he looks like. So any person that you're trying to connect with, just imagine that they want to interact with you. Take a couple minutes. It only takes like 2 minutes, and then less than that even. And then it happens. I am walking up this hill. Nice background out here. So my best friend did my hair the other day, but it looked way better and it was on the other side. And, anyway. But I just thought it was cool to try again. And then just watch what you want occur. So there's two things you got to do. Say what you want. Then 2, visualize it. Just visualize that they want to interact with you, not so much that you want them. And voila, it worked. So that was that. I think, sorry, stepping over some poop. I think that was it for nationals, except, geez. Meeting the cubicle team was really cool, kind of getting to talk to them a little bit more. So get this. So, Jules at the cubicle. It's so cute. Okay. So I go in there with my roommate and we're shopping around. You saw the big gallon of the lubricant that they have and stuff like that. You saw the big gallon of that they have. And the guy was filling those and counting those, and so I saw Jules sitting there, and I went over to him and I said, Jules, do you remember, I don't know, I didn't even say, do you remember? I don't even really remember what I said, but it was just so perfectly said that he kind of put this smirk thing on the side and like, talking about how he underestimated because Heartland Champs had 161 compete. And the cubicle had stated that, he specifically stated that, it wasn't profitable for the cubicle to go out there and all that stuff, because I was one of the organizers of it, and because I was just kind of asking him about what he thought and everything, and that's what he thought. And where is Walter? Why Walter? And so then he's like, oh, well, and then he was all like, oh, when Northeast Champs happens, we're going to need a venue for like all these competitors. And then when the final competition happened, it was only like 100 people, you know. So I was able to have a kind, polite, wonderful conversation about, hey, you remember that conversation we had in Minnesota? And blah, 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 blah. So that was really awesome. Okay, so man, I wish I could remember more about Salt Lake City, besides the fact that my dad's best friend lives there, and he actually has cancer, and so he dropped me off a CD and some cookies, like these really big cookies with this cream cheese frosting on it. So yeah. So fast forward to, oh my God, there are mosquitoes everywhere. So fast forward 2 weeks later, because I was looking for confirmation about whether I should stay in the cubing scene or not. Walter, come on, don't go in that water. He's gonna go in the water. Whether I should stay in the cubing scene or not. So 2 weeks later, I'm busy practicing like crazy for Carter Bitts' comp, and I felt like I had to support his competition because I'm coming over there too, because five of the nine competitions he's attended have my name on them as the organizer, and so I was like, it's his first comp that he's organizing. I have to go attend it. And so it was so great because like, once again, saying what you want to the universe, it's like, I'm not going to that comp unless somebody is taking me there. Like, that's what I said. And bam, Jesslyn's roommate, look at this guy. Where is he? Jesslyn's roommate came through, and he drove her car and us and someone else to the competition. And it was great. I really appreciate the sacrifice, there he is, that he gave for our day, driving those 8 hours to South Dakota for us. Much love to, shout out to Zach. Okay, so we drove out there, and there were signs everywhere, colorful signs. You know, if you see my Instagram story, Carter Kokala needs to get Instagram so you can see all the coolness. And signs everywhere reminded me of St. Mary's Scramble SMS. Shout out 2016 to everybody that loved that comp and was there. That was my first comp, and it just reminded me of that. And he had the water, and the venue was great, and everybody seemed really happy, and it was really good. So it was so great because, like, don't you love it when you travel far and you go to a competition and it's like worth it? You get all these green bubbles. The best thing on cubecomps.com are those green bubbles. It's like, but green. That's 9 PBs. Second round got a sub 20 average, so like win, because nationals, like I said, it didn't do well. And so also, did I talk about that company from the UK sending me those testing samples and stuff, like for their kids, to teach the kids how to cube and stuff like that? So I just feel like there are a lot of things going on and a lot of things in the works, and that cube lady is coming back online because stuff is going on, and I may as well keep a log of it as usual. So yeah, I think there might be a part 3 if I like rewatch part 1 and part 2 and forget to mention anything. There might be a reflecting part 3. These mosquitoes are tripping me out. And I got this gum in my mouth. About to go home or to my dad's house, do some laundry, work out on the Total Gym, and take my sister to this massage later that I got her. All right, bye.